When you worry, you make it down, but don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry, be happy.
Hi everybody, I'm live.
Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry, be
So, what do you guys want to talk about?
to make you smile, but don't worry. Be happy. When you worry, your face
Yes.
will frown. That will bring
Hello.
everybody down. So don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry. Be happy now. Don't worry.
John does.
Be happy. Don't worry. Be
Hey Nick. Hey Justin. Thanks. That's nice. That's true. Hi. Hi Spice. Lots of practice.
Don't worry.
No, I'm really not that. I'm not like particularly good. I just something I do.
Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't do it. Be happy. Put a smile on your face. Don't bring everybody down. Don't worry. People soon pass with a birthday. Don't worry. Be happy. I'm not worried.
QUESO.
Sunday, Monday, happy days. Tuesday, Wednesday, happy days. Thursday, Friday, happy days. The weekend comes, my cycle hums, ready to race to you. These days are on. These days are on. Take them with me. These days are on. These days are on.
I'm not seeing any comments from Justin. Video. Alright. I was Spice. Yeah, that is crazy. Like, Allison moved out in November. So it's already been like 5 months. That is insane. I wish I had more to show for 5 months. Yeah, dude. That is unreal. It's already March. Yeah. been over 2 years since, I don't know, I've gone on a date with Caitlin. Almost 6 months since Allison. Like other than Dawn, I mean, I hang out with Dawn sometimes. Other than that, the last time I've hung out with anybody socially at all was back in November with Allison. It's crazy. It's been 5 months since I've done anything social at all. Like other than hanging out with Dawn sometimes. Even with Dawn, my old roommate friend Dawn, the last time him and I hung out, he gave me a couple rides to a couple places and he charged me $60. So it's like, is Dawn even my friend either? He's like charging me $60 to give me rides a few places. He's like the last one left that I considered a friend. Now he's charging me money to spend time with him. But like, I agree with you that it's insane. It's almost the end of March. Like I said, like it's been like 5 months since I've hung out with anybody in any social capacity other than you guys and Dawn, who's I don't think Dawn even considers me his friend really. Um, like anytime with Dawn, anytime he's on the phone with his real friends and I'm in the room or I'm in the area, he'll be like, "Yeah, he'll say I'm hanging out with my old roommate." Don will never say I'm hanging out with my friend when he's referring to me to other people. Um, so I don't think Don thinks of me as being his friend. Um, so yeah, I agree with you. Time is going very quickly lately.
West Virginia, take me home, country roads, country roads, take me home, place where you are, West Virginia, round the water, take me home, country roads, take me home, down country roads.
I should be used to it by now. Just my whole life. I should be used to it by now. What are you guys up to tonight? This is my mix on YouTube. It's a mix of songs that YouTube recommends for me in particular. These are probably songs that I've given a thumbs up to or something. These are all like songs I did. Let me put this music on surround sound. Bose. That's cool, Spice. I mean, if that makes you happy, then go ahead and do that. Because I'm lonely. That's pretty much my motivation for anything. Is just to I want to be happier and I want to be less lonely. Um, yeah, yeah, you can. If you drink water too quickly, like if you drink like a gallon or more all at once, you could die from it. That's true. Yep. Says it's bad karma. You're right. You nailed it. Thanks, Justin. What are you up to tonight? Yeah, I'm trying not to blast it too much. So I have roommates now, and it's like 9 o'clock. Where are you? Where are you located, Justin? Are you in Australia or something? I've never heard of him. I like this song. Though. It's pretty dope. This makes me feel good. I feel pretty good actually. I don't know why. It's probably the music. What should I be doing? Like, no, I'm not talking about this stream, but like, what should I be doing just in general, like in life? Wish I had like, I don't know, some goal I could be working towards. I'm not really sure what I want though. Like, I don't want to be famous. I don't want to. I mean, I guess I want money, but it's not like money's not really a motivation for me because I'm in like a bunch of debt. But money's really not like a big motivation because I kind of have everything I need. So what should I be doing? Like, what should I be working towards? I guess just happiness is the ultimate goal of everything, but what is it that leads up to that? What kind of videos does that person make? Air Eric. Is it AI rack or is it Air Ake? I'm 33. Yeah, I'm 33. Write a book. Yeah. Well, like, what kind of book should I write? And I mean, I've considered that, but I don't know why. Like, it wouldn't make me happy. I don't think. And I think the only reason for me to write a book would just be to tell people I did, because I don't think I think I could I could probably write a half decent book if I tried really hard. I could probably write like an average book. I probably could, but I don't think I could write a great book. So if it's not something I'd be proud of, then what's even the point? Like, I'm not gonna go around telling people like, hey, I wrote this average book. And it's not gonna be a great book. So like, what's even the point? And like, I'm all about like efficiency, like getting to the point. If I wrote a book, I would want it to be thick and look significant. So I would want it to be like over 100 pages long. But I feel like any point I'm trying to get across, I could get across in like one page. Any point I'm trying to get across with the book. So it would just be stretching that one page out at that point on. And I feel like I'm bad. I feel bad, like I'm wasting people's time. Yeah, I don't have anybody to. I need friends though. Like, playing games alone is. Yeah, I could. You're right. I could. I have this little game system, but I would what I would like to do is play like a board game with people, but I don't have any friends. Um, like I don't even like see the point in playing a game by myself because it's just what would I have to show for it? It would just be like, hey, look, hey everybody, look, the number on this game is higher than when I started. Like, hey, look, I got the high score on this game. Like, what's even the point in that though? Like, why would I be motivated to increase the number in a game or to like finish a level in a game? Like, that doesn't. I think since I started taking Wellbutrin, that doesn't really motivate me that much. I've been trying that. I've been trying to get back into gaming, but how about this thing? It's I don't know. I'll just show it. But basically, it's a bunch of like classic games. It's like 100 GB. You know, it's like a fake PSP, and I like that this thing does not connect to the internet. It does not need like a bunch of software updates. It's like not turning on. Okay, here it goes. All right, well, the battery's low, but this is like a neat little game system I got on eBay. It has Mario 64 and a bunch of like classic games. I kind of like that. I kind of like more simple games. I like Grand Theft Auto also, but um, I've already played that so much. Like, there's not. What else is there to do? All right, what else are you guys saying? When you used to upload the water videos, would you just record at random or have a set time? For the most part, just whenever I was thirsty. Um, like there were a handful of times where it's like I should plug this in to charge it. There were a handful of times where it's like, hey, I'm at this interesting location. Let me record a video now. Like, hey, I'm like, there's something interesting in the background. Let me record a video now. But but for the most part, it was just like, hey, I'm thirsty, so I'm gonna drink something. I don't know if you're interested in writing fiction, but you could do that. Even if you don't want to write a full book, I often find writing myself. Yeah, I know. Hey, look, I appreciate your suggestion. I really do. But I feel like a big problem in my life, and a big reason I'm unhappy is just being lonely all the time. And I feel like writing a book is a very solitary thing. It's a very like socially isolating thing. And I feel like what I need for happiness is not more social isolation. Like sitting in a room alone writing a book. Um, I feel like that's not exactly what I need right now. It'd be fun to write a book like in a group somehow. But I appreciate your suggestion. I feel like I would be bad. I would be bad at writing dialogue between two characters, like realistically. Um, like I feel like I have this weird autism thing where I'm like I have a hard time understanding people and understanding people's motivations, and I feel like that would be a problem when it comes to writing characters. I don't have an answer for that. Just whenever if I ever do, just whenever I feel like it. What do you do with your writings? Eek, Eekman? Yeah, Ekman or Eekman or Ekman. What do you do with your writings? Do you ever self-publish them or anything? Hi, John. How you doing? I tried that with my niece and nephew. I tried playing Roblox. I didn't like it at all. I didn't understand it. Okay, you take Wellbutrin. We could try doing a Nuzlocke, a Pokemon game. Self-imposed challenge. You have to look into it. They're very challenging and fulfilling to complete. on a Pokemon game. Okay, so you're saying I was saying I'm not into video games because I take Wellbutrin. You're saying that even though you do, you still enjoy playing Pokemon. Do you mean Pokemon Go, like where you? Oh, do you mean Pokemon Go where you actually walk around in real life and look for Pokemon? Because that does sound way more interesting to me than just sitting in front of a screen. Like that sounds similar to me to geocaching, which I think I might be into. I I actually sit and read like women's dating profiles on dating apps, and one woman said she was really into geocaching. That sounds like that's something I've never tried, but it sounds like something that I would be interested in. Um, geocaching. 'Cause in those Snapchats, I was leaving all those hidden boxes all over the place. Maybe I should get into geocaching and just start hiding little surprises, little trinkets for people all around Pittsburgh. Like that actually interests like because that's almost being social. You know, if I was into geocaching, if I left like little trinkets around town, then I could leave clues for other people. It would be like fake social. It would be like interacting with some stranger in a weird way, as opposed to playing a video game where it's just nothing. You're just staring at a screen. It's like no actual human interactions. No, I don't. I tried Roblox. I don't understand it. I got no enjoyment out of it. I just I don't know. It's if you're into it, that's fine, but it's not for me. Cool. My friend Bill was trying to make a video game. Yeah, John, it sucks. You in Pittsburgh? You want to hang out, John? If it faints, you have to release it. Takes a lot of strategizing. Why? I visited California last year. The weather was beautiful. The weather was so much nicer than Pittsburgh's gray skies. Hey, Nolan. Yeah, I did. You stopped. You weren't watching all my stories. It hurt my feelings, so I blocked you. It was around the time you were making your independent film. Like you were skipping a lot of my stories. You were the only one left. You were the only one left watching all of them consistently, and then you stopped. So I know it's very petty of me. I know it makes me look like childish or whatever, emotionally immature, that I would block somebody over that. But that's just the case. That's. I mean, sorry, Nolan. I don't think I'm going to unblock you because it just it's not just you personally. There's a lot of people who just stopped watching all my stories and just felt like another rejection. And rejection really affects me emotionally. It really hurts me. Feeling like I'm abandoned by people really hurts. So seeing you going from watching my stories every single day, all of them, to skipping several days in a row, kind of hurt my feelings. So yeah, I blocked you. I don't know what that is. The stinky leg. Yeah, I know. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. I know, but I still don't think I'm going to unblock you. If I upload another Snapchat compilation again, you can watch my stories on that, I guess. Hi, Oliver. Because Nolan, you were watching him like more than anybody. So you were one of the most you were one of the last people I blocked. And it's not just blocking you is not something I did on a whim. It's something I like. I gave you several days. And I was like tracking all your views. And there were a lot of times where you would watch like the first 25% of my stories for the day, and you would just stop. And I was over analyzing it. I was like, okay, he stopped right at this point in the story. So is there something I said at this point in the story that upset Nolan? Why would he watch part of it and then stop? But anyway, doesn't matter. Yeah, Nolan, it's okay. It's not a big deal. It just is what it is. And I appreciate you saying that, Nolan. All right. Nolan, what's new with you? Any new film projects you're helping your friends with or anything? And Nolan, I mean, I blocked you. I also have not been like this week in particular. I've not been Snapchatting nearly as much. I just think that like I started seeing a new therapist, and even day one, that's we talked about Snapchat and how it's like um, it's making me more unhappy than happy. So it doesn't make sense for me to be putting so much time and effort into those anyway. It's probably, I mean, me doing those Snapchats is probably doing more harm to my life than good anyway. Just be more selective in who I reveal, you know, parts of my life to. That was 48. So I know you're not a film major. I said helping your friends out with. Okay, thanks for stopping by, Justin. What's fun and interesting in Pittsburgh? Um, we've a lot of museums. It's not really interesting. Like you're saying, like interesting. Like what's like, if you're asking what's like unique to Pittsburgh, not that much. Pretty much anything we have, like Pittsburgh was rated the most livable city, but pretty much anything we have here, we it's also available in like any other city. Um, the Ferris wheel was invented here. Oh, are you an RA? I was an RA for 2 years. Uh, like noodle head. Like if you live in California, why do you even care? Live if you live in California, like why would you care unless you plan on coming here? Um, Like Noodlehead is a high rated. Like, why are you asking this though? Um, like I could list off like highly rated Yelp restaurants or something. Um, but it wouldn't be my own personal picks. Like I'm not picky with food at all. That's one of the reasons it was so easy for me to lose weight is because I'm so not picky. Like I could have like a can of tuna for dinner or a can of sardines. This could be my dinner. And I'd be perfectly fine with that. Like I don't really care about food. Um, I don't have like super refined taste buds either. So I don't really have a good answer. Just I mean, my answer would basically just be like reading or like listing things that are the top rated on Yelp, basically. But you can do that yourself. Like I don't have any special insight. And if you live in California, I don't know why you're even asking that anyway. I guess we're known for pierogies. We're known for Heinz ketchup, but I think Heinz moved out of Pittsburgh. Yeah, that was the I was an RA my sophomore and junior year, and in my senior year I did the homeless thing because I was not hired back to be an RA. Yeah, I kind of have mixed feelings about it because it's like I think it saved me like what $6,000 a year in housing costs, but it is a big time commitment being an RA, and it makes you kind of like I think it makes it harder to connect to people because like people act like you're a cop, you know. People don't want to smoke and drink around you and stuff because they're like, oh, that guy's the parent, you know. Like, a lot of the people in the dorm are like acting like they can't do stuff around you. So it's you're saving $6,000 a year, but it's like if you're losing 2 years of college experiences, is that $6,000 a year worth it? Since like also factoring your time. Um, like I don't regret doing it for 2 years. 'Cause I'm so antisocial that I probably wouldn't have done much social aside from that anyway. But it does cross my mind of like what potential opportunities did I miss out on because I was an RA? What parties did I not go to because I was an RA? Stuff like that. Yeah, and we had some incidents. We had somebody like someone like pooped in our washer and dryer in our dorm. We had some people, people drinking. One time, these football players took trash cans and just threw them down the steps for some reason. Like, we had some incidents and stuff, but some girl tried to kill herself and to take care of all that. And You know, lots of like underage drinking and stuff. It kind of actually, Nolan, me being an RA, a good thing, like a positive thing about that is me being an RA kind of prepared me for my job now. Like I'm kind of like the RA for my house. I mean, I'm renting out my other bedrooms, and it's like I'm the RA. I'm like to make sure everyone gets along. Same with the Airbnb. It's like I'm like the RA of the Airbnb to make sure people get along and follow the rules and stuff. It's kind of like a little bit of preparation for that almost. Yep, pretty much. Yeah, like Steve Jobs has this speech where he's like, "Hey, I took this random typography class, and I had no idea it would lead up to, I had no idea it would come in handy when I was making computers." It's the same thing with being an RA. Like at the time, I had no idea that I would be an Airbnb host years later, 10 years down the line, but kind of did lead up to that, I guess. I think Steve Jobs, he says that during like a university lecture. And he's like, if I hadn't done this, we never would have had multiple typefaces on computers. That's bullshit. Like maybe it would have taken a few years longer or something. That's bullshit to say that we wouldn't have multiple fonts on computers if it wasn't for him. Um, but whatever. But his point overall still stands, where it's like you don't know what the things you're doing now are preparing you for in the future. His point still stands. Um, I hate picking favorites, I guess, but I'll just say my standard go-to is just Helvetica, I guess. Like if I'm just picking something at random, like it's probably the most common. Like there's a whole documentary about Helvetica, but I don't care. Like some people are like obsessed with fonts. I just Helvetica is easy to read. It's like recognizable. It's iconic, boxy, but I don't have a strong preference. Okay. I think Helvetica is like one of the most common used fonts for like brands. Like if you look at, I think the Gap isn't the Gap logo just it's just Helvetica. Hey Google, what font does Gap use in their logo?
I also found an answer to this question. What is the current Gap logo? Do you want to hear it?
No.
Okay.
Hey Google, which major companies use Helvetica for their logo?
I found 12 on the website guild.com. Here are the names of the famous brands that use Helvetica font as a commercial wordmark. Here are the first 5. BMW, American Airlines, LG, Microsoft. 6. American Apparel, Oral-B, and the North Face. Want to hear more?
No. They go.
I'm here if you need me.
There's a Helvetica documentary. They go over all that stuff and the history of it. All right, bye, Chiefy. I should probably go pretty soon too. You guys have any final questions or anything? Anything else you guys want to talk about? Why did the music stop?
We must rock the place, turn up the place, and like them. I know they came and take you. If you're afraid, then you come on with me. And I know.
I kind of want to go for a walk. It's raining. On Snapchat? No. Just more of the same, dude. Just I broke some of my rules, I guess. I bought a bunch of Corel stuff. Just pretty much more of the same. No, I've been doing a lot less Snapchats since my last compilation. Just I don't know. Because just the more of those I do, the more I realize that like literally nobody cares about them. Like no, like if I look at the analytics for those Snapchat compilations, it's just like I'm not exaggerating. Just literally nobody watches all the way through them. So why am I even doing that? Why like it doesn't make sense for me to keep investing time and effort into those. So I need to find something else to do with my time. If I'm your muse, what have I inspired you to do? I'm just curious. Anyway, I hope you have a good night too, John. Yeah, I know, Nolan. Every time I upload one of those compilations, I always start them by saying like, "Hey, if you guys want to follow along, here's my Snapchat code," and nobody adds me. Like, I agree, it's more fun following along in real time and interacting with people, but nobody does though. Like, like it, I think I blocked you because it hurt that you stopped watching them because you were like one of the only ones left. Like, as sad as that sounds, like you were like my only Snapchat friend left, and then you stopped watching them. So like I don't know, there were starting to be days where I would see Zero. Like after you stopped watching, like I would look at the number of viewers on Snapchat. It would literally be zero. It'd be me like doing a Snapchat, being like, it'd be like, "Hey everybody, we're doing this thing today." But it's just me talking to myself though, because without you watching, it was just me talking to myself, like pretending like there's an audience there when there's not. When there's literally nobody watching. All right, well, I'm gonna head out. Thanks for stopping by, Nolan. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. I don't know what I'm gonna do right now, but I don't know. Seeing Nolan in here just reminds me of Snapchat. It reminds me that nobody cares about me. It's just making me depressed. So I'm just gonna head out.